Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel, back here in Van Alley. And today I bumped into Jimmy. Jimmy has a really cool RAM Promaster camper van, and he's going to give us a tour today.
Welcome everyone at home. Love the channel, love all the videos. So excited to have you here and to check out Ash. So Ash is a 2500 RAM Promaster. It's a 159 wheelbase, non-extended, and a really fun build that me and my father were able to do together in a fairly short amount of time. Fairly budget, but still super cool. So come check it out. We'll start here in the front. Now I feel like most van tours, when you pop in, you're able to go in. Mine's very busy here in the beginning. So what I have out here on the front though, nice little pull-out standalone table. We went very heavy with the corrugated steel. I halfway blame you, Patrick, for that, making me fall in love with Airstreams. So I was trying to replicate as much of a style of that as possible. My father, retired general contractor, had a lot of really old cool woods that we were able to whip up something really cool. So all the accents you're going to see, a lot of this is trimmed out in mahogany. And then I did a nice little stain on them. So as we tour through the van, you'll see a lot of different types of woods that we use, molded maple, some nice oak, some live edge oak and whatnot, but we'll get in there. So yeah, when you come on up, there was two main things for me to design the layout, because it's not really your conventional style layout, but the main one was I spent a lot of time out in Montauk out east, and I'm up on the dunes, ditch plains to get a little surf in. You're riding up on the sand and the rocks, so I needed a decent amount of weight to the front of the van, it being front wheel drive. So that was already, I kind of knew the kitchen wall kind of layout, a lot of the weight up here in the front. I did set up a nice little flip up that you could go through to the cab. And you hop up in there really super simply. This here, we do a nice little LK deep sink. I wanted it black just to not make it look so messy all the time, as we all van lifers know how messy it may get. Backsplash, a little bit more of that corrugated steel. Some nice little accents, little rope mirrors and whatnot. My toiletries up top here. A lot of my pantry and food goods up top here. I went with a 3-burner cooktop. This is a Dometic. Runs off of propane on the back, which I'll show you that shortly. No oven, but does the trick for me. As we come around, we went with, this is an old vintage wine rack that we had lying around. I was like, how do I incorporate this somehow? Me being in hospitality, I love to cook, I love to host, so definitely needed some wine around. Everything that I tried to do with my dad was very streamlined. So you'll see the shelves that carry along the whole way. A lot of this is all refabricated from my old childhood home. It was our fence along the way. I did a lot to just kind of, you know, bleach it out, make sure it was proper for staying in the van, but I like that we have a piece of my old childhood home in my new home, which is kind of cool there. I do have some extra countertop space. It's a little flip out leaf here. Plenty of counter space. I've never had an issue where I felt that this layout wouldn't allow that, but this is my grandmother's old pasta table from the 40s, and I still have her old hand crank pasta maker, and we'll do some cool pasta nights here. I'll lay out the sheets and get out the pasta pot and just hand out that fresh pasta to all the friends outside. It's always a good time. Down here, I kept the same accents as the backsplash, which I really enjoyed. I did a quick little just shoe locker. Although we can't fit too many, but it does enough for me there. On the side, just some electronic holders for my lights, LEDs. This here for the Max Air fan, which is really nice. My nice pump here for the water tank. So I went very simple. Just two 7-gallon jerry cans with the pump. There's no hot water heater on there at all. Beck and Iman, love you guys. You set it up, really nice, way to go. Some cleaning supplies and whatnot. And then just simple lights for underneath. On this side, I wanted, again, everything very easy. I didn't like a lot of drawers and pulls and things like that. So I just went with these curtain styles. Mom, shout out to you for helping me sew. Little catch-all drawer. my refrigerator. I run everything off of a Jackery. It suits my needs, you know. It's not for everyone, but not a big battery bank here. For me, it works just fine. I also use a smaller 350 just for charging all the knickknacks, cell phone, iPad, Kindles, Nintendo Switch, and all that. And I'll set that up front when I need to another foldable 100 watt solar panel. I'll lay it across the dash, and within 2 days it'll have that 350 to 100%. On the left side here, gotta love the IKEA plants. I mean, I know not being real, not too much sunlight in here, but it does help breathe a little life to the space. But in the middle, the Olympian Wave 3. I have spent 2 winters in here, and I gotta say I really enjoy it. It just sips propane. I'd say it will, you know, it'll last me full crank maybe 10 to 14 days. Up top, for the drinking water, I went with the Berkey. It works for me. I don't have any big holding tanks, you know, water tanks, so all that I use is a jerry can system out in the back. This is a 2.5 gallon Berkey. I'll refill that for my drinking water, cooking water when needed. We did a nice little custom shelf to make that all fit and work. Custom bookshelf. Gotta have some nice books. To the left here, we're gonna have Wilbur. Everybody meet Wilbur. He holds all the knickknacks. He is my best friend. But up above that, yeah, as this continues along, I just went with these nice little storage containers. This is all just clothes. Going down the line, up top in the roof, what we ended up doing was regular foam board insulation, and then Reflectix on top of that. I did maybe a nice 1/2 inch gap for the vapor barrier, and believe it or not, with the corrugated steel, the way that that is kind of ribbed out, it even helps with that air gap even more. That, you know, hot days, cold winters, it's like spot on. We went with a full size mattress here in the back. Super comfy. It's a Bobopedic. I did go with the IKEA slats just for ease of use. On the front here, really lovely live edge piece of oak, and I have another one on the back side. I needed the whole place to feel like a studio apartment, so the second big deciding factor in the floor plan was the sofa couch. Especially on a rainy day when I want to just relax, kick back, you know, it just works for me. So this is a really nice spalded maple coffee table that me and Dad whipped up, and it just, you know, you enjoy the space. You know, I wanted it to be super comfortable, that you could just stay, throw on a movie, you know, and just be able to really enjoy yourself. With the flooring, we went with the coin cowl. I wanted something just super easy. I could pull the carpets out and just do a quick little swiff. You know, in vans, they just get super dirty all the time, so we got to come up with things that make it a lot easier. This here is just a little holding box that I did like a catch-all kind of drawer. Just holds a bunch of little knickknacks, you know, some like video supplies and whatnot. Underneath the couch, it does have some storage underneath, so I have a little additional shoes, computer kind of stuff. I typically keep my laundry in like an IKEA bag under the bed, so there's plenty of space for everything. To the left of the bed, we went with my vintage pipe collection. Some nice lighting as well, again on the LED lights for everybody here. That just runs off the Jackery. This is my main lighting source. I do use these puck lights here. They're battery operated on a remote, and I'll just use those more so on rainier days. You gotta remember, I'm running everything off the Jackery 1000. So on rainy days, if I need to use the battery operated puck lights, it just suits my needs. That I'm able to keep kind of the budget for everything down a bit. But yeah, so on the left here, some more little candles, some decor elements that I wanted to choose to put in here. We have some very iconic old floodlights from the iconic Output Club here in Brooklyn. You know, club life, club culture is a big part of my life, so I was able to acquire some of these from a friend who had worked there. So having a piece of history in my van is super cool. So, you know, we'll get the LEDs going to the music and just reenact a good time. But yeah, I mean, I'll show you around to the back there and check out the garage. I try keeping everything as stealthy as possible. Two 100 watt solar panels up on the roof, but they are flexible. I didn't want to do drilling too many holes up on the roof. On the back you have the propane locker. I have a splitter, one feeds to the Olympian, the other one feeds to the 3-burner cooktop. All the fun toys that I could fit for now. Typically my bike would head on in here, but a lot of beach gear, extra clothing and whatnot. My surfboard rack, you got the whole snowboard back there, my toolkit. This year, just if I ever had to do like an outdoor, I have a pop-up shower if needed, but I usually use it to rinse off some of the bicycles, the surfboards from the sand and whatnot. I use just regular little battery operated switch lights here in the back at night if I ever had to get in when it's super dark out. This here is again that nice Life edge oak that we put along the header here. Up top we got the Max Air fan. I positioned it, I wanted it with the cross breeze from both windows, head and foot, to be able to draw the air up over our bodies. So for us, believe it or not, I get really cold. Even though being in the summer at night, I find that I still get under the covers, super comfortable. I do kind of wish that we extended the window frame out a bit. You know, I find that we get a little intertwined there, but it works, you know. This little Kindle for my, we watch something heading to bed. Of course, being here, Van Alley, Brooklyn, once you get a good spot on the block, you need to have a bike. So yeah, the beautiful thing, I'm able to go to and from work. You gotta have the bike for everywhere, because once you're here and you got a good spot, you need to hold it. It is precious. But yeah, we'll take it around the front here. So the cool thing about being here is it's such a cool community. I mean, this block, man, sometimes there's over 24 of us. We all watch each other's backs. They're all such good people. And you learn a lot, you know, you see all different styles, and really it's been such a beautiful community and nothing but grateful. I come home to this view every night, so, you know.
And you weren't here for the big 4th of July extravaganza. But this whole entire block was completely filled with people. You can imagine what it was like here, but you're here now and you're passing through. Is that what it is? Passing through. I typically work different seasonally in hospitality, and for the summer I'm parked up here. Hopefully I'll be moving along maybe to Florida, Miami kind of area for this winter. But yeah, definitely check me out. Pat, thanks for everything. Yeah, I'm at Ash vs. the World on Instagram, and I hope to see you guys there. So yeah, follow me along. Awesome tour. I have a couple questions. Yeah. What is it like on this street? It's very busy right now. I passed you a few times on my bicycle, and there was literally a crowd of people hanging out, checking out your van. Yeah. But like once it winds down and you're nestling in for bed at night, what is it like? Is it noisy? So sometimes I find that it's super quiet, and I sleep, you know, soundly, no problem. Some nights more so towards the weekends. We have a lot of the clubs here, rooftop clubs, warehouse style parties. You'll hear that till maybe 2-ish in the morning. But then what I always find is on the weekends, the further down you're kind of parking, yeah, some people will come down, hang out, get the car radios going a little bit. We all kind of play like musical chairs, because when you first come down, those are the spots that are open, and then we constantly try to shift all the way back. We all kind of play like musical chairs with each other. But all in all, I've never not felt safe or anything like that. And again, we have such a good community here that if something were to happen, God forbid, we're all there for each other. But, I noticed a lot of people have questions about bathrooms, right? So you have the funnel in there, but tell us a little bit about bathrooms, showers, air conditioning. What do you do? Yeah, so for the bathroom situation, super simply, there's a beautiful gym, brand new, right around the block, called Vital. I've always wanted to get into rock climbing. They're a really big rock climbing gym. So yeah, I'm able to go every day. I can keep getting better and better every day and getting stronger, and then I shower. I carry on with my day. Super simply, you know, you're able to still live a very normal life doing this, living here, enjoying a beautiful view.
As far as, you know, air conditioning and whatnot, super hot days, I mean, yeah, I could run the AC within there. I do keep a DeWalt fan. I'm not sure if you ever caught that at any one point, but that little DeWalt fan lasts me at least 2 days. And I just carry it in my backpack. I take it to work, charge the, you know, the charger for that with the cross breeze, the ventilation I have with the max air fan. For me, that's all that I really need. Being parked here in the shade sometimes from the building as well.
That's
it's a big help.
Thing is shade, because I noticed everybody over here is parked next to the building and they're getting the shade.
Right.
You were out in the sun before. Now you have some shade. It's not bad in there.
It's not so bad. And I'll be honest, if I was able to have like a proper lithium ion battery setup where, you know, I had maybe a few days ready to go, I would probably stay on that side. So for them, like, I get that because they're getting less hours of sunlight out of the day. Where for me, just running it off the Jackery, I find that I tend to stay on this right side that catches a little bit more of the sunlight. But I was never big on AC anyways, you know? So for me, I'm okay with it. Is it for everybody? I'm not sure. But they have options too. I believe they have portable style ACs coming out. I just saw EcoFlow, or where they have the Delta, they just did one, a new one coming out as well. So you have options. You do have options on that.
Well, Jimmy, excellent tour, awesome creation. I love all the character inside.
Thank you.
I love the style, the design, and the function. It functions very well.
Yeah,
it's got everything I would need.
Yeah.
I don't know about the viewers what they need.
Streamlined, comfortable, nice place to hang out. I've been really enjoying it. Really, Pat. Awesome meeting everybody. Thanks for tuning in back home.
Well, there's Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.
Ciao.